This is an old plum tree and I haven't seen it so full of flowers since we bought the land, and the smell is amazing. Well, the scent, I suppose, but yeah, luckily it's warm, so the bees have come out and they are pollinating. They are very busy, so we should get some nice plums this year, hopefully. Today it's 3rd of March, and I have to say it's the first day that I can smell the spring in the air. It's beautiful, it's warm, now it's warm, it was cold in the morning, but now it's beautifully warm. There's no wind, just gentle breeze occasionally. The air smells beautifully. I've got the, I think today is the first day that I can feel the urge to do something outside, to go out and be outside and work in the garden. And I have chosen the herb garden to work in today, and I just love it. I really do. I forgot how good it feels to be outside and do this, because it has been a long time since I've done that. And yeah, I'm in love with this life, if you like. This part of the garden is really just herb and flower garden, and first year when we bought the land, we tried to grow vegetables. We managed to grow quite a lot of vegetables here, but the soil is quite poor, so this soil is perfect for plants like lavender, thyme, marigolds. It just all sorts of herbs that don't require too much nutrients and water and all that. And look what I found now. I've been clearing all this dead marigold grove, and this beauty has appeared right in the middle. So I know what we're gonna have for dinner. Or maybe tomorrow lunch, or a little bit of salad or something like that. But this is amazing. Yeah. In this part of the garden we also tend to let everything grow naturally, so it's self-seeding, and then you might find surprises like this, which is great. Constructing our new polytunnel took a few weeks from start to finish. First we had to source all the material, dismantle the old one and extend the frame.
If I got every word perfectly weighted on a thin piece of paper,
we had to wait for a calm and dry day, and when it finally came we set to work. We had to make sure trenches around the structure were deep enough to bury the cover well. When we pulled the cover over the frame, we weighed it down with heavy cement poles and breeze blocks we had lying around, and carried on securing as well as we could, as we get nasty gusts throughout the year. There was a lot of thinking involved as well, because although we didn't spend that much on the material, we wanted to make sure it will last a few years.
Tell me, baby, you're lost, but I am too. Whatever the cost, we'll make it through. Tell me you're the one for me now, 'cause what am I supposed to do? If you are not the one for me, then tell me now what I could do. If I told you that I don't know where I'm going, don't know what to say, but I go without knowing. If I told you that I don't know what to believe in, don't know how to pray, but I pray anyway. Tell me you're the one for me now, 'cause what am I supposed to do? If you are not the one for me, then tell me now what I could do. Tell me you're the one for me now. I pray that you believe it too. That you're the only one for me, and I'm the only one for you.
Zuzana has come a long way in terms of her ability to build anything. She has learned a lot in the last few years, and it shows.
Not the one for me, then tell me now what I could do. Tell me you're the one for me now. I pray that you believe it too. That you're the only one for me, and I'm the only one for you. If I wrote you a song, if I got every word perfectly weighted on a thin piece of paper.
I don't know, maybe you can see Zuzana's just walking away from the polytunnel she built. The structure she built herself completely out of material that she found around. And, she's very excited and she's very happy with the result. I'm very happy as well. And she's such a clever girl. So I am in front of the polytunnel. We have finished it. Unfortunately, some of the footage has been faulty on the camera, so I don't have the finishing phase recorded. But well, hey, such is life. Look at this beautiful almond. It's 3 years old. So that's the door. I have attached the foil or the cover on both sides, and Zuzana did a few finishing touches around there. So like this is her specialty. She likes to be creative. And here we are. So we have 2 permanent beds. There's lots of manure under the straw, so this is for direct sowing or for growing in the winter. And we have already started planting some seeds or sowing some seeds. I will continue today. And these benches here, the shelving, it's going to be great. Zuzana will have to finish the windows, but not just yet because we ran out of time, as it was raining day after and a few days after that as well. So we have put some cardboard on the floor. We need to get more to cover this area so we get as little weed as possible. And this is already growing. This is last year's plants. They survived the winter. This one is sprouting already there. It's beautiful. Rosemary cuttings I took last winter. And this is, I always forget the name. Oh, it's the indigo. Okay, that's the one. This is the indigo. Yeah. And now we have small window. I think we have decided to keep just one. I think that's enough really for this. Yeah, wonderful. And Zuzana has put the chicken wire inside so nothing gets in. And there are lots of trays full with seeds. Some have started coming out, so hopefully no mice this year. Okay, this small plum here, it has been hit by fire last year, and normally it's in full bloom by now. But I'm afraid it's not going to happen this year, so I don't know. I saw a few green branches on new growth starting, but I don't know whether we have to count our losses here or just wait another year. And next to it is an old apricot, which we had so many apricots last year. It was full, and again it has been hit by fire. There are just a few buds, flower buds and leaf buds right at the top where the fire didn't reach, I suppose. But all the bottom branches look pretty dead to me at the moment. They might not be dead, but they are just sleeping. And this is madroño, the only madroño we have on the land, and again has been hit by fire last year. But there are many new growth starting like these little shoots. So this one is not dead, that's for sure. It just looks very sad at the moment. I pruned it last year and it was beautiful, but this year it looks a bit disheveled. And this is the oak grove, which has been hit very hard by the fire last year. So far I can't see anything growing, but for oaks it's very early anyway. So we just need to wait really and observe. This plum tree, old plum tree, has, I'd say probably half of it is kind of alright, but yeah, not the usual self really. I think now we're just starting to see the damage, real damage that has been caused by the fires last year. And there's hazelnut. It looks very sleepy to me, very sleepy. We'll see. Well, this is young chestnuts, and they say chestnuts are resilient, but I don't think so. Well, suppose if they're not strong enough. This one is dead. It's dried. Again, fire. Yeah, this is completely dry. You know, I hope that the law changes, as we are living in a society that is filled with laws, what you can't and what you mustn't and what you have to. If you think that 9 out of 10 fires in Portugal are caused by humans, and you know, most of that is done deliberately for whatever reason. Usually it's like revenge, you know, someone doesn't like their neighbor, someone has dispute. Even young bombeiros, or not even young, but just bombeiros, you know, the firemen that are not in service anymore, they cause the fire because they're angry. You know, so I hope the punishment for that, being caught, is much more severe than it is now. Because yeah, this is just a small piece of Portugal. Just a tiny piece of land we have been looking after, doing our best, you know, trying to preserve native species and all that, and planting new trees. And this is the result. So, yeah, I hope people learn, really, you know.